Let me know how am I going. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. If I am going too slow, also let me know. And I will love to hear your comments and questions. I can see them in the chat area, and I'm excited to answer your questions. Having said that, I had this question coming up from a number of business owners that I talk to, and they simply ask, "Why am I not making any sales?" And they are frustrated. And I totally understand you. I'm totally with you. I have been in that situation for some time, and I was able to get out of it. So I'm here to share with you how you can get out of frustration if you have hard time selling, hard time making income coming to you. So having said that, the topic of today's live is, why am I not making any sales? And I'm going to cover that for you. I can see people are joining me in Instagram. Welcome, Ali Reza. Welcome, Mahmoud. It is great to have you. I'm super excited to share this topic with you about how you can make sales, and if you're not making enough of sales, how you can address that. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking a slice of your busy schedule and joining me in this live. It's amazing to have you here. And as business owners, I know that all of us actually have very busy schedule, and it's not easy to show up in a live at this time of the day, because if you're here in Canada, it's the middle of the working day, and if you are joining me from Middle East, like Mohammed, who has just joined me, it's late night for you. So I really appreciate you being here. All right, jumping into the topic of why am I not making sales? I would like to start with talking about how you might be feeling if you are in that situation. Well, of course, I have my notes here. Sometimes I look at them so I don't miss anything. All right. So if you are not making enough of sales, probably you feel frustrated, you're tired, you might be feeling a little bit down, or the worst thing is that you might doubting yourself. And as business owners, we have the tendency to see ourselves not capable enough when things are not going the way that we want to. Okay? But I would like to invite you to take a look at the situation and separate what is happening in your business from who you are. If your business is not performing the way that you like it to be, it is not you. It's just your business, and your performance is not you. This is two different things. Please shift your mindset, because this is super important. If you're not getting results in your business, if you're not making enough of sales, it doesn't mean that you're not capable enough. Even it doesn't mean that your product or service is not good enough. Well, in any business, you need to plant a seed, and you need to water it, you need to take care of it. And then along the way, sales start to happen if you do it the right way. But it never means that you're not good enough, or your services are not worthy enough, or your product does not solve any problem from anybody. Of course, as business owners, we want to have the great product or service, but you should be able to separate these two from together. And one thing that is super important, and I would like you to remember all the time, is that when people say no to you, actually they are saying no to your offer, they are saying no to your product, they are saying no to your services. They are not saying no to you. And you should be able to separate these two Do not take anything personally. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're in a restaurant and you order some kind of a fast food or something, and the server asks you, would you like to have some ketchup? And you say, no, thank you. So what happens? The server doesn't go to the back room and beat himself or herself or cry, oh my God, he doesn't want a ketchup. They won't do that because their being and their worth does not connect it to the ketchup. The same thing applies to you too. Your value is not attached to your offering. So if they say no to you, they are actually saying no to your offer, not to you as a person. So please separate these two from together so that you can see things properly. So, having said that, the first thing in making sales happen is that to shift your mindset. As I said earlier, you need to look at it from a different perspective and be able to see things properly and clearly. Now that you have shifted your mindset and you know you're worthy, you know that you're capable, now it is time to look at what is happening in your business and why you're not making enough of sales. Okay? So, first of all, take a look at the product or service that you're offering. Is what you're offering competitive in terms of quality, service, or price? If it is competitive, then you should have your own share of the market. And you can do it nicely and properly if you know the art and science behind it. And that is what I am going to share with you right away. Okay? So, considering that your product or service is competitive in the market, it is super important that you as a business owner be branded, especially if you are in the service industry. For example, if you're a tutor, or if you are a marketer, if you were a coach, personal trainer, a realtor, a mortgage broker, especially in service industry, it is super important that you as a small business owner be branded. Why is that? Why is that? Can pause a moment and think why it is important. The reason is people trust people before trusting a product or service. People trust each other. So if, let's say, if you're a tutor or a realtor, before trusting your services, they should trust you as a person. And this is so powerful when it comes to small businesses. Still, it is important in big businesses, but in small businesses, it's even more important. Why? Because as a small business owners, we don't have Nike's marketing budget. Nike has spent like millions or probably billions of dollars during the years to create a perception around the name Nike or around the logo of Nike. But as a small business owners, we don't have that budget. So it is important that we brand ourselves as the face of the business so that people can trust us, and by default, they trust our product or our services. So, first thing first, shift your mindset. And second, especially if you're in service industry, see if you are branding yourself as a person properly. At this stage, personal branding is super important, and this is an ongoing process that you need to consider. Okay, so having said that, I would like to see who is joining us so that I can welcome. I can see Tanaz is with us, Umar is with us, Neda, welcome. It is great to have you, and I am super excited to see you here. And I love when you give me a thumbs up or when you give me those beautiful hearts. It is motivating, and also it shows that you're getting value, and also it signals other people to join. So I would love to see more of that. Thank you so much. All right. So let's jump into the next thing that I would like to cover about how you can make more sales. If you are branded and if you have a competitive offer, it's super important to have the right messaging. Are you using the right wording when you approach people, when you create a marketing material, or when you create a social media post, or when you do a webinar? Do you use the right wording? It is super important that you know your audience and you know what level of emotion they are mainly sitting at, so that you talk to them based on that. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are selling a meditation course, or you are selling a meditation app that offers like calming and soothing music that people can use to relax. Definitely for that service or for that app, you need to have the right language. If you talk too excited and you say, "Oh my God, when you listen to this, your energy gonna boost," well, it doesn't match what you are selling. And this mismatch turns off people. So it is super important that you know your audience, you know what emotional level they are at, and you talk to them based on that level of emotion and based on their needs and desires. So if there is a mismatch here, what will happen? People get confused. And a confused mind always says no. Okay, so the more clarity, the more matching you offer in your messaging, more successful you will be in what you're doing. Okay, so now having said that, it's important that you know your audience. The right messaging is not only what you like, it's actually what your audience like. What kind of message your audience like to hear, and when they hear a specific message, what kind of emotion will be triggered. So it is important that you consider your audience and the language that you use for your messaging. All right. One more thing that is really, really powerful here is that a lot of business owners have very great product, they have or service, they have heart for people, they want to help others, but they don't have enough people in their funnel. Okay? So they have only a couple of leads or 5 leads or so, and when those 5 people do not buy from them, they get frustrated. This is a very bad situation to be, because when you don't have enough of leads in your funnel, you will turn into a pushy and salesy business owner, because you really need that money to come, right? You need to make sales happen. So you start pushing those 5 people, and that's not a pleasant relationship, of course. So one important thing here is that you need to have a lot of people in your funnel, and you need to create a sales funnel or a marketing funnel before that, so that you have enough of people coming to your business. It can be spreading the word about your business in social media, it can be doing free webinars, it can be networking, or probably putting an ad. So depending on the business level that you are at, or depending on your marketing budget, there are different ways that you can add more people into your funnel. And I personally believe a combination of different approaches is the best, right? Probably one approach works better for you than the other. That's great. add more budget for that, or add more energy and time for that specific approach. Maybe you get the most clients from referral partners. That's awesome, because referrals are a very powerful way of getting new clients or getting businesses. If that's the case, make sure that you have a good referral program, you have reliable referral partners, and take it from there. Or probably networking is the best way that you can make new connections and have leads in your business. So do that. Personally, I do different. I use different approaches. For me, it's a combination of mainly referrals, networking, and also being active on social media to spreading the word about my business. So have enough of people in your funnel so that you don't be salesy and pushy. All right, I can see new people join us. Elahe is here, Farah is here, Kobe has joined us. Hi, Kobe, it's good to have you. Melika is with us. Oh my God, that's awesome. I can see Kanodi is with us. Welcome. It's great to have you. I can see architect, interior designer is with us. Ali Reza. Thank you, Ali Reza, for joining. And it's awesome. Oh my God. Thank you so much. If you just joined me recently, the topic of this live is that why am I not making enough of sales? So this is the topic that I am covering today. And so far, this is what I shared. First of all, I invite you to shift your mindset about sales. If you are not getting the results that you crave, please, please, please separate this from your worthiness. Okay? If people say no to you, they are saying no to your product or program or a service. They are not saying no to you as a person. Okay? No matter what is happening in your business, you are a worthy being. And you are here for a reason. You can do so many good things. So you should be able to separate these two. Then I urge you to brand yourself as a person, especially if you are in a service industry. Then have the right messaging for the right audience, which means you need to know your audience very well and craft a connecting message for them. And also, this is super important. This is super important. You need to have enough of people in your funnel so that you don't be salesy and pushy. Okay? Now, this one that I'm going to share with you will blow your mind. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? A lot of business owners do one mistake that is detrimental. They just go in the market with a service or a product and they want to compete. This will kill you, because if you don't create an offer around your service or product, you will be a commodity, which means people can easily compare you with your competitors. Let's say you're a photographer, okay? If you say, okay, I take a headshot for $200. Well, everybody can compare this with another photographer who offers the same service. You need to create an offer around this service. For example, you can say, okay, I give you 1 hour of shooting. I help you choose the right outfit. I give you consultation before the photo shooting. I help you be comfortable and relax when you come to the shooting session so that you be the best of yourself. And also, I do Photoshop editing on the picture. So it is not that you get only one picture from me, you will get an experience from me. And in that experience, one of the outcomes is a picture that shows the best you. That's how you create an offer around your product or service, and that is a powerful way to separate yourself from your competition. Of course, there are other elements in creating an offer um, that makes it even more appealing and can help you create um, a differentiation between yourself and your competition. So never jump into a market with just saying, this is my service or this is my product and this is how much it's worth. No, create an offer around it, mix things, and create a list of the services or values that you give to your client so that they see you much more than your competitors. And this way, you would be able to convert leads into paying clients, having considering you have enough of leads, of course. All right. Next thing, I'm looking at my notes here. All right. It's super important that you create an emotional connection with your audience, whatever you're doing. If you're in a webinar, creating a social media post, or simply creating a pamphlet about your business, engage their emotion. Stop talking about the features of your product or service. Engage them emotionally. Tell them what kind of benefits they get from you. Well, let me give you an example. That's easier. So iPod was a very successful product that Apple offered like a couple of decades back, or less, maybe 1 decade back. Okay, it was super successful in the market. Why did that happen? Was Apple the first company that offered iPod? No. Actually, no. There were other companies before Apple in the market who were offering the same thing, even with better level of technology. But why Apple was able to grab their market share and dominate the market with iPod? Why is that? Well, Apple, of course, has a lot of money. They could do a lot of advertising on that. But that was not only the case. The case was that they engaged the emotions of their audience. They didn't say, oh, look at us. We are amazing. We have this technology with like 4 buttons. You can do this, you can do that. The quality of sound is amazing. They never said that. They just said 1,000 songs in your pocket. 1,000 songs in your pocket. So simple. Simple, short, understandable, and emotionally engaging. Because I remember at that time, we had CD mans, and it was a big device, this big, and you had only one CD in it, and you had to carry a number of CDs with yourself if you wanted to like change your music. And it was terrible. I remember that I used to take it to skiing, all the CDs and the CD man. But when iPod came and they said 1,000 songs in your pocket, I was, wow. And they didn't have to take me in with talking about the feature of their product. So anything that you do, if it is a program, if it's a product, or probably a service, instead of talking how amazing you are or how amazing your product or service is, engage the emotion of the audience. Tell them what they get. Oh, you have this problem? I have the solution for you. After using this service, that's how your life gonna be. That's how you're gonna feel. If you're frustrated, you will be fine. You will feel empowered. So this way, you will be able to engage their audience, engage your audience emotion, attract them, and with the good offer that you put into place, you can convert them into paying clients. All right. So this is so far what I wanted to share with you. And I'm super happy that you stayed so long and listened to me so far. So I can see Rita is here. Welcome, Rita. Shadan is here. It's great to have you all. Feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment area. I will do my best to answer your questions. If it's a short question with a short answer, I will leave them in the comments. If not, I will use it for the next live next week, Wednesday, 12 noon, Toronto time. Um, and I'll be happy to get in touch with you via email, of course. If you would like, you can shoot me an email at info@smartshot.ca if you need any help with your branding or building your business. And I am super happy to answer that. If you would like to know how you can brand yourself, because part of what I said was about personal branding, feel free to download my workbook, which is called 9-Step Roadmap to Building Your Brand. That's a powerful workbook that gives you tons of ideas, and it's a practical workbook that you can use to craft your brand strategy. So I'm happy to be here. I was delighted to have all of you here and looking forward to meeting you soon next week. This day, today only as an exception, I did a live on 2:30, but from next week, it's gonna be Wednesday, 12 noon, Toronto time. See you soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.